The Kinsmen Redeemer. We're going to look at how this beautiful love story unfolds and relates to Jesus Christ in the New Testament. Ruth was a Moabite. She was a Gentile who married into the family of Naomi when Ruth wed her son. Later, Ruth was a widow with no children, and Naomi was a widow and had no sons or daughters. Ruth tried to go with Naomi, but Naomi tried to get her to go back to her people, the Moabites, but Ruth refused. She said, "Thy people will be my people, and thy God will be my God." Ruth 1:16. So Naomi took Ruth with her, and they went to the land where Boaz, a kinsman of Naomi's late husband, who was from Bethlehem, had fields. He was known to be a very caring, very wealthy man, and in Jewish tradition, perhaps in the Levitical priesthood order. He allowed Ruth to collect wheat in his fields, and in fact, he took a nice caring feelings for Ruth and decided that she needed more wheat, and his servants were instructed to give her extra. So what happened was Naomi decided that Ruth should lay at Boaz's feet and remind him of his obligation to marry her of her husband, to give her seed and carry on the name, an obligation of his wealth. Well, Boaz asked the closer relative to fulfill the honor, but the closer relative refused. To redeem Naomi's honor and Ruth as her daughter, Boaz married Ruth. He is now referred to as the Kinsman Redeemer. Jesus came from this line. And our Kinsman Redeemer redeems us as the bride of Christ. He is the one who takes us and redeems us back to return all that was stolen and lost from us through sin that was stolen and given away. We have been redeemed and bought with a high price by our Redeemer, our Kinsman Redeemer, who loved us enough to redeem us. The Gentile bride, the Church of Christ,